Please welcome the co-founder of Even, Sarah Bailey.
Just for reference, this is 910 disposable sanitary pads. It is just enough for about one refugee over the course of 3 years. It is the only option that is presented to refugee women. It's not a great one, though. When all your possessions have been wiped away, you probably don't even have a pair of underwear to use disposable pads with. That being said, you're probably not receiving them on time when you need them. It's also not a great option for humanitarian organizations either. Menstrual hygiene aid has become one of the most expensive yet ineffective aid items out of the entire humanitarian catalogue. Except now, 910 of these are equivalent to just 3 of these. This is Even's one-size-fits-all period underwear. It costs, or is priced at just $4 for humanitarian organizations, is one-size-fits-all, and lasts a menstruator for up to 5 years when washed and reworn. It's over 16 times more cost-effective over that 5-year period, has a 6 times lower CO2 footprint, and diverts over 7 kgs of single-use plastic wastes from polluting refugee camps around the world. Next month, we now start our first pilot trial in a refugee camp in Greece. Women have been skipping meals to pay for period products in this camp. 2 weeks ago, that option was taken away from them altogether. There are now no pads to be found in this refugee camp. An NGO has stepped in. They are now overpaying over €200 per menstruator per year for pads. Complete rip-off. They are also failing to meet demand. Except now, with our underwear, that NGO will save over $200,000 every single year, and every single woman in the camp will have exactly what they need to take care of themselves safely and with dignity for up to 5 years. We at Even have been working on the issue of period poverty for over 15 years cumulatively, and in that time, we've built an unrivaled network that's going to help us pull innovation into the humanitarian catalogue, including...
Sorry, you went too fast. Can you repeat that last bit? Because I didn't hear any of it.
No worries. So that's really going to help us pull innovation into the humanitarian catalogue.
Is the bit before that I didn't
This
hear.
network that we've built over the last 15 years cumulatively.
15
years cumulatively between the 3 co-founders, including logistics partners from Coronado, DHL and Emirates Airlines to make sure that we get the pads there every time on time. Currently, menstrual hygiene aid has one of the lowest success rates out of all humanitarian aid supplies. Just 37% of women who receive pads can actually use them. And most of this is because out of all current suppliers supplying menstrual hygiene aid, none of them have the ability to create their own products or produce them. And for all of them, menstrual hygiene aid makes up less than 5% of their total revenue. This $100 million market has been completely forgotten about. And so we've been procuring the same wasteful, bulky products because of it. And we've been letting women in some of the most vulnerable circumstances down because of it. Except our underwear is better for refugees, more sustainable, with lower cost, less waste, simplified procurement logistics, and of course, the 16 times more cost effective. And on top of all of that, we've been developing or co-developing the regulation needed to take this to market, including licensing it as a medical garment, which is incredibly important. So when we launch in 6 months on the humanitarian market, we will not be aiming for 37% success rate. We'll be aiming for 100% success rate because it is absolutely possible and it is absolutely what these women deserve. Thank you. Here are some samples. You can play with the stretch textile here. Right now we're at an extra small to quadruple XL.